Howdy folks, I'm John. I had a question from somebody the other day. It was about hardening plants off. How do you go about it? Why do you do it? First off, we gotta say that some plants are better off planted out direct in the first place, like these sunflowers. They do not have to be growing and started indoors. If the weather's warm enough to get those seeds started, they'll do fine right there. And some plants aren't very suitable for moving from indoors to outdoors, like carrots, anything with a big taproot. These melons could be planted outdoors and they'll do fine, and that's just fine as long as it's warm and meets their requirements. To get an early start, you might grow these indoors like I did, and then you start to harden them off over the course of a couple weeks until they can handle full outdoors weather. These figs just came from an indoor nursery, a greenhouse. So until they're rooted fully, I'm growing them mainly indoors and taking them outside for a few hours each day where they're in a filtered shade. And that way they gradually get used to outdoors weather. And when it comes to cold, I'll leave them out a little later in the evening and take them out a little earlier in the morning at times. So that's how you harden plants out. Here's my outdoor area where I set them outside where they've got filtered shade, there's good airflow, it's not going to be terribly hot and sunny on them. When I start leaving them out overnight, they've got the shade overhead keeping the space cold off of them. They'll stay here for a week or so, maybe longer, until I plant them out. That squash, the unmentionable plants, the artichokes that you see there, there's kohlrabi, celery, other things. These are babies. You don't take a 3-year-old child and just set it out in the cold, cruel world. You give it time to grow up. You harden it gradually over the course of days or a couple of weeks. Well, thank you much, folks. Have yourself a good day. Harden your seedlings well.